The Boston Marathon is underway once again today, of course, coming 3 years after the terrorist attacks at the finish line in 2013. 30,000 runners competing today, 1 million more fans crowding the course watching, as is our Jeff Pegues. He is in Hopkinton, Massachusetts at the start of the route that will eventually lead to Boston. Jeff, we appreciate the time today. 1 million people, as I just mentioned, will be there watching along the race course. Another 30,000, of course, running in it. So how will officers protect all of those soft targets?
Well, and as you noted there, Josh, Boston police, they acknowledge that this is a soft target. It's a complicated task, protecting a route like this. Of course, we're talking about 26.2-mile long route. It goes through 8 different towns and cities. And so you have several different agencies involved in this task, 55 different agencies at work. They're on the ground, and of course, they're in the air trying to protect the route, the runners, and the people who are out here to watch this race. Right now, we're being told by Boston police officials there is no specific or credible threat against the Boston Marathon. But of course, in the wake of the attacks in Paris, San Bernardino, and of course Brussels, there is concern that there could be some sort of incident. But they're protecting against that. They say they are ready for anything and everything.
We just saw some footage of a look from the sky and one of the helicopters officers will be using to patrol today. I know you got a chance to ride along in one of those helicopters. What are they going to be looking for there?
Well, they can check anything out. I mean, these are helicopters, and there are going to be 4 of them in the air over the Boston Marathon route, and they can be dispatched at a moment's notice, and they can travel the entire route in about 13 minutes, and they can investigate things faster than a police cruiser, for instance, getting to the scene of a suspicious object, maybe checking out a suspicious person, and they can do that from about half a mile up, and they have this infrared technology on their cameras that can zoom in on an object that if it's giving off a heat signature, they can see it. They showed us when we were in the skies with this air wing, the Massachusetts State Police air wing, they showed us how if someone's hiding in the bushes or hiding in a car, the heat signature, those infrared cameras can pick that up. So the air wing does a valuable job here in also protecting the route.
Of course, we know the attacks that happened 3 years ago at the finish line there, Jeff. It led to major changes in security over the last couple years, but have the recent attacks in Brussels and Paris impacted security there as well?
Well, it certainly has. We talked to Boston Police Commissioner William Evans, he is an avid runner himself, and he was preparing to run in this race. It would have been his 19th, but he decided against it. He said that when he saw what happened in Brussels, it sort of brought back memories, of course, of what happened here 3 years ago. So his focus was focused especially on this race and making sure that it went off without a hitch. There are some concerns, but as I mentioned, no specific or credible threats, and that's important to mention. But there has been more coordination than ever with the FBI. That's what Boston police tell us, and they are working right now. They have eyes on, and this is what we were told, they have eyes on people who pose potential threats, but no specific or credible threat against this event.
Again, 1 million people will be lining the race course of the Boston Marathon, now underway. Jeff Pegues in Hopkinton, Mass. We appreciate the time.